So in chapter 3, I remembered reading about a performance artist called Nao Bustamante, and I remembered it because after reading a brief description of the work that she's done, her quote about her work said, "I'm not responsible for your experience of my work," because sometimes she pushes the limits of what people are comfortable with, and they feel like they have to stop her from carrying on with her performance because it's just not right to them, not their values, or they don't want to see any harm come to anyone. So I feel like that's just part of her experience, and so I was curious. So for this assignment, I ended up watching one of her performances called America the Beautiful, which a picture of that performance is in our books. Because I just kind of wanted to see what her version of performance was and how people ended up reacting to it. And pretty much her performance covered feminine roles and what's expected of women in America, and it was kind of like a performance within a performance, because she was sort of going through like an exaggerated version of what women have to do to like keep up with what society says our standards are, and obviously the whole thing was really parodied and sort of exaggerated, but it just showed her coming out. She strips of her clothes and is naked, and then she goes about like a normal woman's routine, putting makeup on. She puts a wig on and uses like a whole can of hairspray, dresses herself in packaging tape, and then puts high heels on and then climbs up and down over a ladder and in between and all through it. And then at the end, she sort of goes over to the audience and thanks them for like watching her performance. And I noticed there that people sort of felt like they had to keep clapping. There would be moments of silence, but then they would keep clapping. And I remembered that that's sort of what I took from our last vlog, is that in moments of silence, I felt like I needed to add something to the performance that I was doing. So I kind of saw that in there too. And I did some other research about her and just found out that she's really experienced. She's had installations all over the world, in Helsinki, Chile, been in Museum of Modern Art in New York and San Francisco. She's done Sundance Film Festival, and she does performance art, video installations, visual art, filmmaking, and she works at USC as a professor. So she really knows what she's doing in terms of performance, and it was just really interesting to watch and get her take on it.